Are we working? Hi guys, so I'm going to try to do a quick book review, which if anyone who's been subscribed to my channel for a while knows is basically impossible. But I kind of have to because my camera, I have a very small memory card and my camera only records 13 minutes, so I have to be quick. So I'm doing a book review over Beautiful Creatures by Garcia and Margaret Stohl. And it's published by Little Brown, and according to the copyright, it was in 2009, and there are 563, I believe, pages. Yes, 563. Now, I got this book back in 2010 or 2011, I can't remember which, but I will admit it wasn't until I heard about the movie that I got interested, which is actually kind of how a lot of it happens for me. Like, the same thing happened with Hunger Games. Like, when I found out about the movie coming out, I was like, maybe I should read this finally. And once again, even though some movies weren't that great, I still am glad that they made the movie because it probably would have been forever before I actually read the book. And I love this cover. I don't know how well you can see it, but I love it. We're going to put it down here because that will get annoying and heavy on my arms. So yeah, and I will make a separate movie review after the DVD comes out because I haven't seen the movie since February 15th, so my memory's a little foggy, but yeah. So expect that later on. But I finished the book in January, and I just loved it. It was really good. In case you don't know what it's about, Beautiful Creatures is basically about this boy named Ethan who lives in Gatlin, a small town called Gatlin, and he lives pretty average, normal life. And then the niece of Macon Ravenwood, who is considered the Boo Radley of Gatlin, Lena Duquesne, she moves to town, and everything changes. And then Ethan finds out that she is a caster, which is basically a witch. And so yeah, that's basically, and then all hell breaks loose, basically. But yeah, I love the writing and the whole plot of the story. I love the way Garcia and Margaret Stohl, the world building and the mythology, or whatever you want to call it. It was really great. I am interested in how they work together to write the book. I probably should do some research online for that, but I really loved it. The writing style was really fun and funny, and yeah, and the plot was very interesting. I really loved that it was about witches, even though they prefer to be called casters. They're witches. But because I've only read one other series that has witches in it, and that's the Sweep series by Kate Tiernan, which I adore and have all the books. It's such a good series. So short though. The books are really short. But yeah, so I'm really interested in witch books, so I was really happy that this was about witches. And yeah, now characters. The main character and the perspective you're reading from is Ethan, and I was a little nervous when I found out that it was a boy's point of view for the story because a great deal of the books I read are from females' point of view, so I was like, ooh, will I be able to relate or even like reading a book from a guy's point of view? And surprisingly, I loved it. Ethan is so fun, and he's so relatable, and his chemistry and relationship with Lena is really great, and it's very sweet and lovely. And he's just a great character and a great narrator. Now Lena, I had a love-hate relationship because while I loved the caster side of Lena and her relationship with Ethan and learning about her powers, I also felt that she reminded me way too much of Edward from Twilight. And before people stop hating on me, let me explain. Lena felt like Edward to me because of her trying to push Ethan away, saying how dangerous she is and all that. But then again, I think in a lot of like supernatural, paranormal romance novels, the person with the powers always tries to push the mortal one away, and that just annoys me. It really does. Like, I understand you're dangerous, got it, stop mentioning it all the time. So yeah, that's the only real part of Lena that annoyed me. But overall, I did enjoy her character, and like I said, her relationship with Ethan. My favorite character was Macon. I adored Macon, and I loved how protective he was of Lena. And I don't know what it was. I just was fascinated by Macon, and when it's revealed what he is, I was like, I need to know more. and I just love him. I also love Emma and Marion. Emma's relationship with Ethan, to me, felt kind of parallel with Macon's relationship with Lena. They're both very protective and very loving of, you know, Lena and Ethan. And I also love the interactions between Macon and Amma. I really want to know more about their history. And Marion, while I feel her role in the book was smaller than Amma's, I did love Marion, and you know, her being the keeper of the Castor Library. I just loved that aspect, and I felt kind of a older sister or aunt vibe from her with her relationship with Ethan. And then Link, who is Ethan's best friend. He is the best friend ever. Like, he's awesome. And then Ridley, even though she's a dark caster, I don't care. Ridley is awesome. And what I loved about her character development in this one, in Beautiful Creatures, that I loved how at the end, near the end of the book, how you felt like she doesn't want to be this. But because she was claimed for the dark, she's going to be dark, but she really doesn't want to. And I just love her. I also love her relationship with Link. Mrs. Lincoln was horrible. I hated her. And then when I found out Seraphine had been in her the whole time, I was like, well, is she really this horrible in real life, or was it just Seraphine? So I kind of want to know more about that. And Seraphine is a horrible human being and a horrible mother. All the people at the school were horrible, and bleh. Lena's family is awesome. I love them. Especially, oh God, what's her name? I think it's Aunt Dell and her grandma. I think it's Aunt Dell. They're awesome and I love them. I was so sad with what we find out about Larkin. I was like, damn it. Why? But I can't have everything. So, yeah. I think that's all the characters I want to talk. Oh, no. Ethan's dad and mom. I love their storylines, you know, with his mom, even though she's passed, kind of helping from the afterlife, lead them in the right path, and the emotional kind of storyline between Ethan and his dad, even though his dad's not in the book that much, that whenever Ethan would bring up his dad, like, the emotion I felt was really great. So, overall, I don't know how long this is, and I can't breathe. I've been talking so fast. Hopefully you can understand everything I said. But overall, I gave the book 5 out of 5. It was really great. I'm almost done with Beautiful Darkness. I can't wait to see how it ends. I will admit, Lena's really annoying the hell out of me in Darkness. So hopefully that turns around. But yeah, I really love the book. I would highly recommend it. And like I said, when the movie comes out, I will do a separate review of the movie to give you my full opinion of that. So until next time, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye guys.